Former Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker joins us now. AG Whitaker, great to have you on the program as always. Let's start with the Trump part of this. You were in this job. You can read between the lines. Does Merrick Garland ultimately charge Donald J. Trump?
Ultimately, I don't think he does, but this is, well timed to raise those questions. I think the Department of Justice appears to be actively not only paying attention to what the House committee is doing, but also taking its cues from it. I'm really concerned that the separation between these two branches is almost invisible right now as it relates to the January 6th investigation. And there's so many things that they could be doing with their time, because every time you take resources and put them on one investigation, you have to take them off of and not do other investigations. So his interview, I was very concerned about several things he said.
Well, the top Republican, let's move on to the Hunter Biden investigation now. In the Senate Judiciary Committee, Chuck Grassley is accusing really the FBI of sort of downplaying some shady business dealings by Hunter Biden while elevating the investigation into Donald Trump. And apparently a whistleblower told Grassley that there was a widespread effort by the FBI to label negative information about Hunter Biden as disinformation ahead of the 2020 presidential election. Take a listen to this.
When it come to Hunter Biden, with plenty of concrete information, it was shut down.
Now we're finding out from these whistleblowers that the FBI actually had, I don't know what you would call it, but individuals specifically taking derogatory information against Hunter Biden, downgrading it to end the investigations.
As both Chuck Grassley, Ron Johnson, the two Republicans that are leading the Senate probe on this, what's your reaction to this? And do you think this has any impact in the current investigation into Hunter Biden?
Yeah, this is interesting information. And, Chuck Grassley is my home state senator in Iowa, and he is not one to rattle the partisan saber very often. And so this is concerning. And the most important thing is he names two individuals, one at the FBI and one at the Department of Justice Criminal Division, that did this. And what I think the information he has is probably that when the laptop was discovered, that folks went to the Department of Justice to say, is there a real investigation? And while there appears to have been a real investigation, these individuals told the news media, probably off the record and not for attribution, that that either this was disinformation or that there wasn't an investigation. And obviously that affects the reporting when reporters are told what's not true. And so I just think Chuck Grassley is onto something big here, and hopefully he is given the documents he's asking for, and the information will be provided so that he can do a full investigation, because that's the Senate's job, is oversight.
Matt, this feels eerily reminiscent to when you were in the administration, when Donald Trump was in office, and it seemed like the FBI was going after him. Just we have the reverse here, the FBI actively not going after Hunter Biden. How compromised is our FBI? The people that are supposed to be keeping us safe from terrorists. How compromised is this bureau?
Yeah, I've said several times that Chris Wray needs to get this partisan nature and any political bias out of the FBI. In this example we were just talking about, this FBI agent that Chuck Grassley's asking questions about had very derogatory social media postings, which, again, makes no sense why an FBI agent would be on social media doing politics, but was. And so these are the kind of things that raise questions, and I think Chuck Grassley is absolutely right. And my point as well is that the FBI and the Department of Justice needs to be above politics. And right now, especially this January 6th investigation, but and the Hunter and Biden investigation, appear to have a partisan tint to it, and it's not good for the rule of law and the long-term success of the Department of Justice.
They all think they have this misguided higher calling, and this is the crap that results. Yeah. Matthew Whitaker, thanks for your insight. Always great to have you on the program.
Thank you so much.
Sir. Stick around.